Good afternoon, PHS parents. Welcome to the 2020 virtual open house. When you see my eyes going back and forth, it's because I'm reading off my screen. I'm Mike Kenney, your child's U.S. history teacher. Traditionally, we pick up where they left off in 8th grade. That's the last time that they had a U.S. history class. Given that this is 2020, things are a little bit screwy this year. So to ensure that students have a firm understanding of certain events in U.S. history, we're actually going to rewind a little bit. We began this year with a crash course into early American history, which actually isn't out of the ordinary for us. It gives us a chance to look at some of the fundamental documents in American history, including the Declaration and the Constitution. This serves us a couple purposes. Well, one, personally, I think it's like a sin to graduate a high schooler without reading those two writings. Second, on a much more practical level, it's in those documents that our core beliefs, our national ideals are spelled out. The Declaration and the Constitution make clear what this nation is going to stand for and what our guiding principles are going to be. Buzzwords like equality, opportunity, democracy, rights, liberty are articulated in them. And it's through the lens of those words that we're going to take a look at our nation's past. For example, what did opportunity mean during Reconstruction? To whom did it extend? And how does it change when Reconstruction ends? We see that as we roll through time, the definitions are quite fluid. We interpret the meanings of these in constantly changing ways. When we change our interpretation, it's often going to spark debate and lead to conflict in society. Normally, after we sort of bang out that intro unit, we leap forward like 60 years or so. Right now, we're slowing down a bit and going to spend a little bit of time reviewing some previous learning. Right now, we're sort of in the early 19th century, seeing how the country is developing, how it's growing both up, maturing, but also growing apart. In a little while, next week, the week after, we'll be looking at the causes of the Civil War and then ultimately the Civil War itself. By the year's end, the goal is to get as close to the present as possible. That's always the goal. Under perfect conditions, it's a tall order, but this year there's way more challenges. In this class, and for that matter, all of your kids' classes, teachers are forced to think about how to get through the curriculum as quickly as possible. We do what we can. That being said, with regards to grades, every assignment has a assigned point value. Regular homework, classwork is going to be anywhere on the range of 4 to 10 points. Quizzes, small projects, worth more. Maybe we're looking at 20 to 30 points, and then essays, major projects could be on the scale of 40 to 50. So an escalation in value. Let your kids know, and I've told them this, that I'm looking for effort. Ultimately, it's their call how much they're going to want to do. If they decide to do nothing, then I can't really help them. It takes it out of my hands. I'd rather have a kid who's willing to grind and to ask for help. If they do that, we can find ways to overcome misunderstandings, get around obstacles. One sort of other note, tell your kids to charge their Chromebooks, because we really need that. And let them know that even when they're at home, weekdays are still school days. If you have any questions, please reach out. Happy to give you a hand. Thanks.